Hey, peace.
Broadcasting from Monrovia. This is Sky FM 107.1. Broadcasting from Monrovia. This is Sky FM 107.1.
Including the Minister of Justice, I was saddened to see the acquittal of suspects in both a recent human trafficking case and in the $100 million cocaine trafficking case. While I hesitate to second guess any jury, and I fully admit that I am not privy to all the details of the prosecutions and the defenses, I hope that these acquittals do not send a signal of weakness of enforcement to international criminal cartels. From an outsider's perspective, it's alarming that these convictions could not be obtained in Liberia, even when the evidence seems so overwhelming. I'm also worried about what these developments portend for Liberia's justice sector, which the United States government has supported with many millions of dollars over the years in capacity. All that said, today, I would like to share some positive examples of Liberia's criminal justice institutions and focus your attention on some of the remarkable law enforcement activities of the past month. This is the kind of steady, time-consuming, rule of law police work that often goes unnoticed and underappreciated. It is also the kind of consistent, ground-level law enforcement activity that can begin to change attitudes.
Until I think on CP had a problem with truck buses and carriers. So they found a lot of people in there. But as well, make sure the Buchanan Bridge was pretty stable until I think when CP had a problem with truck buses and carriers. So they found a lot of people in there. But as well, make sure even the St. Paul, St. John, the Farmington, we're having a lot of challenges with the different bridges in the country. So they are returning to do an assessment and see how fast we can make the Ministry of Finance can make some funding available so that they can get bridge engineers to come and pay urgent attention to them. They actually have raised the issue.
I donated vehicles to the Unity Party is totally untrue, baseless, unfounded, and has now become a smear campaign to distract the attention of our noble institution, the mighty Congress for Democratic Change, CDC. At no time have I purchased any vehicle for or made donation of any kind, directly or indirectly, or requested any individual or business, directly or indirectly, to make a donation to the Unity Party or any other opposition political party, any political institution and individual.
In this country, you will count those signatures and fix on document for you to get a free YSB, for you to get a free school, and all that. And one of those people is Setuma. I don't care your no. I don't care. You can take your no. I don't care. I'm speaking to the true seditious and the reactions. I will support the party. Setuma will be supported because when 20% went against me and said that I would never be president in the country, we were working in the Senate. Is the man that voted for me that showed me a voting card? I will give my vote to Maurice Setuma. And I want every partisan that believe in the struggle to join us, to bring people that will not argue with things that will bring on the table. We want you to join us to vote for people, even though they're not in our party, but they can serve for the party to be successful.
The things Zanakawa doing, no. And our young person was doing it. Zanakawa was going to scare them with cartel that nothing is that. They ain't get nothing inside. No power, no traditional power inside, nothing. Any traditional chief that gets smartphone and roller watch. Any traditional chief, as in the sense of soul and body and traditional chief, that got cell phone, that smartphone, will watch that.
Who has that?
Zanakawa. That papa is smart and he just use the job in the zone. That man, I don't know traditional man. Zanakawa.
Say they got to take it easy.
Hey, please, I'm speaking as senator. That man is greedy. He's on principle. He using these people in the name of traditional chief. He get no power behind him. He have power behind him. When America is going to win. He can even make a web win in the number 2 in Grandmother Canada. He didn't want to make sure we are win.
Article 20, chapter 4, verse 5. All phones supposed to recharge your orange mini, your orange data, your Luxor mini, your Luxor data. Article 20, chapter 4, verse 5. All phones supposed to recharge your orange mini, your orange data, your Luxor mini, your Luxor data.
Wake up for your sleep. My sister, too long. We've been in our sleep.
Okay, so a pleasant morning and welcome to the show this morning. And wherever you hear this sound, you know that's Matthias Labendi alongside Julius Woki. I'm just about to talk on the radio. I'm about to bring the facts. I don't need the words. You say them as they are. And of course, we are friends to good friends to some of them when we discuss, when we investigate. When we do the good thing, we place it. We do the bad thing, we continue. That's why we're here trained by professionals. That's why we're professionals presenting justice. Good morning, folks, and welcome. Today is the 6th day of March, 2024. Is the year. You know, I don't want to talk too much. I will talk like 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 8:05, I don't talk too much. I do have to do, and then you do the talking, and I do the listening, and then we all can draw our points, and of course, if you will conclude it, let us know your view. Well, you know, the talking point, yesterday we discussed something very important, you know, when the political leader of the party had to leave his office to put a letter, a never, everything, asking, like I saying that the president said, well, we know about yesterday, locally, and some politics as well, platforms are discussed. Yesterday, the biggest one, at long last, the House of Representatives has signed a resolution, and that is purely about the establishment of the World Economic Council in Liberia. Even the House Speaker, Funatikopa, joined them and signed. In fact, at the latter part of his speech, he said, the Liberian need justice. So you hear Funatikopa saying that was a good one. And so that's it. So the resolution has been signed by the House of Representatives. They left the Senate to concord, and then we also heard that the U.S. ambassador at large, Van Schaak, also spoke on our sister station, OPFM, confirming that the president of Liberia, Excellency Dr. Numa Bwaka, is expected to sign what you call this thing. I don't know how you call it. I'm calling it, declaring, I mean, saying about the war of the coast. You know, but some people say resisting it, people resisting it. Someone is resisting it. Which doesn't take an exception. I will play his voice. Kudos to say by one of our social radio stations. I'll just Chris Johnson's voice. There's a lot of things taking exception to it. You know, we will fight it. In fact, they will fight it. In fact, they did that. I think some of war laws are having any sense. But then just like my black I had a meeting with that and white. What? Yes. So that is. But I want to take a different way this morning. So now it's 8 o'clock. Never in my opinion. You want to call me. You know, we'll be celebrating the National Women's Day on Friday, the 8th of March. And that's why in March we don't play with women, we respect them, we anything depending on women. But I don't think anyone will tell us that women are not important to women. That's a good thing. So on Friday, March 8th, 2024, we declare as National Women's Day. And so that's the big one. So this morning I'll play a voice from Zuka, the UN Commission on Human Rights, and how to women. And then after that, maybe allocate 10 minutes by the report and tell us how important women are to you. First, International Women Month. I'll say, I want to say month because March is declared International Women Month. So March is so the month of March is for women. So you're going to tell us how women are important to you. Brothers, sisters, aunties, and nieces, and women, the rest, how important to you. So I'm taking a quick break. When I come back, we'll go to it. As I said this morning, not much of talk. Yes, I'll be here for you to do the talk. Okay, so welcome back to the show this morning. Yes, we are now going to talk about ladies, our mothers, our fathers, our wives, you know, and you name the rest, you know, and that's a good one to talk about because, you know, women are very important in the society. And so other people will say, if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. I don't know why they didn't say if you educate a man, you educate a nation. That's a whole debate that we can get on. And I know Matthias Labendi will be prepared to go into that debate. But unfortunately for us this morning, Matthias won't be here. He's on an assignment. So I'll be here alone from now to 9 o'clock this morning. Folks, good morning and welcome. And thanks for joining us. Those of you joining on our Facebook pages and our YouTube channels, we say thanks for being there as well. We appreciate you. Church Boy Hassan Berete, following from Broadville. Lawrence Blackbear. Blackbear Senior said, good morning, guys. I'm following from Cotton Tree, Palm Beach community. Okay. And all of you say thanks to all of you. Let me read this one. And from there, I'll play a voice from the UN High Commission on Human Rights head, that's a man Foucault talk. He sent a particular message about women and said something good about women. You listen to it, and then I open the lines. We have some few conversations up to 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, as usual, join the VOA for 5 minutes of news. We'll come back. We'll continue with the discussion of the establishment of the World Economic Crimes Court. You know, the National Women's Day celebrated on Monday. That's on March 8th. Originated from the women's movement in the early 20th century. The campaign theme for 2024 is Inspired Inclusion. Amen. Inspired Inclusion, and the overriding theme is Invest in Women. Wow. Invest in women. I mean, the two teams are very powerful. Very, very powerful. You know, inspire and investing in women. And that's why I say invest in women. How do you invest in women? Yesterday in the school, and that's what they say. Look, when you empower a woman, you empower a household as well. When you educate the woman, you educate the nation. And so those codes are there. They are something that we met on IVE, and I don't think they're going to leave, because you know what? Women are so important to us. Men. No man under the sun can tell me that women are important to him. I challenge any man. Unless you are not born by a woman. Unless you are not born by a woman. But every man under the sun we value a woman and will respect a woman, and even will go to a level of if you will, doing everything to please a woman. So let me say, is that a pre-one? Because the UN embassy in Liberia started it sometimes yesterday or 2 days ago, when they invited the Nobel Peace Laureate Lema Bowie to speak on issue of women, you know. So they started it, will be climaxing on Friday, you know. So all women who are on my voice this morning, let me say happy International Women Month to all of you. We love you, my beloved wife. I love you so much. And it's about time I will try to get gifts. Take a gift, something precious, you know, take it to them, to a woman. Say, look, this month is special to you. This is something I've governed you. And then, you know, in the town run, she'll say, yes, I remember last year, this guy did XYZ for me. He gave me this precious gift, and, you know, wishing me International Women's Day, you know, a month, if you will. You know, don't do that. Women are so special to us. They give birth to us. They took, 9 months in their bellies. After that 9 months, they will take care of us, making sure that we go to school, preparing us while our daddies are sleeping or even getting dressed to go to work. Mothers are there preparing food for us to eat, you know, making sure our uniforms are ironed up, our food are in our lunch cakes, you know, and they're making sure that we are on our very campuses and you know, you name the rest. So let's respect the women. I want to play this voice. It's a video, actually. I tried getting it to the Facebook page to see whether or not I could play it from there. But unfortunately, I don't know why it's not downloading. But whatever which way can stop me from playing it, I will still play this voice, because I know that women are important to men. Women are important to men. That's why the boss of the UN High Commission on Human Rights sent this message. Where is it? Don't tell me I lost you. I will not lose you. And so let's listen to the voice and be right back. Let's go here. Are you playing for me?
Without women at the tables of power, there can be no peace, no justice, no democracy. Without women in all their diversity, there's absolute...
Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. I want you to listen to it carefully.
Without women at the tables of power, there can be no peace, no justice, no democracy. Without women in all their diversity, there's absolutely no progress at all. We mark International Women's Day at a time of unparalleled crisis. Climate change is pummeling our planet and threatening humanity's existence. Inequalities are widening, deepening, and triggering more suffering. And the multiple conflicts raging around the world are causing unimaginable human tragedy. In times of conflict, women keep families and entire communities together. I have seen this myself time and again, bearing witness to their incredible resilience and strength. But they also suffer particular harm. I think of the thousands of women today being deliberately targeted in war zones by rape or sexual violence. I think of the millions of women who are left responsible for keeping their families alive or for taking decisions on whether to stay or to flee. Pregnant women who have no choice but to deliver their babies in a bombed-out shelter without medical assistance. Or the millions of women and girls who have had their powers and agency stripped away because of the utter senselessness of war. This should shock us all into action. It also begs the question of how we possibly got here. Women have lived through centuries of patriarchal power structures, centuries of misogyny and male domination, the normalization of hate, the silencing of voices, and the total failure of male-centric global governance to adequately deliver solutions. Today's conflicts, largely ignited and driven by men, are pushing global security into freefall. Military spending has reached record highs and profits from arms trades are skyrocketing. But I want to ask today, where is the investment in peace? And where is the investment in gender equality that we so desperately need to achieve it? At the grassroots level, courageous women human rights defenders, peace builders, and women's organizations have powerfully led efforts to build peace and spur social transformation. The shifts we have seen towards gender equality are remarkable. Yet, at the negotiating tables, making the peace and reconciliation decisions that matter today, the voices of women and girls remain marginal at best. The data points a grim picture. Of 18 peace agreements reached in 2022, only one was signed or witnessed.
Okay, so let's leave it there. It's a long one, about 5 minutes, so let's leave it there. And I hope and pray that maybe tomorrow, Matthias and I can maybe go through it again, because that is very important. Our mothers, our sisters, our aunties, our wives, and our fiancés, our nieces, and you name the rest. And you got what the man said. Women are always there, even during the wartime. Who would tell me that your mother or your sister or your auntie did not go under the bullets to find food for you? Who would tell me that your auntie, your mother, your sister, your niece, your wife, your fiancés, your girlfriends, did not go under the bullets? I remember my mother, my late mother, then we're on 12th Street in April 6th. She used to walk from 12th Street to Red Light just because she wants to get food. You know, she used to walk from 12th Street to Red Light just because she wants to get food for the family. You know, we are men, we were prevented from getting out. The moment you try it, the guys will get you and take you to the battlefield. Even though you don't know how to even hold arm. So my mother used to get up in the morning while we sleeping on 12th Street, you know, may her soul rest in peace, man. Hey, Mother Victoria Buki, man. And, you know, she will wake up in the morning while we are asleep, while our father, she will get up, you know, and I remember she used to get on, she will wear the trouser under the lapper, you know, and tie the lapper with the trouser. See my mother hanging on truck. Oh, yes. She used to hang on truck, on buses, on pickups, just to get food to bring it home. Just imagine the distance from 12th Street to Red Light. She used to. Mothers are important. Women are important to us. Let me hear you for the next 7 minutes. 077777107, 07777221223. How important are women to you? Or woman to your sister, your mother, your wife, your fiancé, your girlfriend? How important are they to you? Let me hear you. This morning, let's adore the women. Let's talk to the women. Let's praise them for what they've done over the period of time and what they continue to do for us. 077777107, 07777221223. If you're watching us out of Liberia, the WhatsApp number is there. It's +231 777 The men should call, because I want to hear from the guys. Sometimes you're sitting and you hear a young man will just wake up and start to insult a woman. Insulting a woman, that is disgusting. And so sometimes I feel bad, even though they don't refer to my sister or my mother, whatever I want to call it. But the fact that you will stay on the street and you saw someone's mother, someone's sister, someone's wife. I mean, man, sometimes I feel like I ask myself, is this guy born of a woman? Sometimes it's the way they are brought up too. Someone told me, the way they are brought up. The guy is self-read, even though not all the self-read people who are aggressive. Some of them are very disciplined, but some of them, some of these self-read people, when they grow up by themselves, they leave their houses at early ages, and they get out there, they don't have respect for other people, especially the women. But you heard it. Women are important. During the war, dare any man without arm to walk or to go and get food for you. I will do a surprise thing this morning. I'll do a surprise thing in the morning. It will be unusual, but I will do it. I want to catch somebody on the way this morning. And tell me whether or not it's the right thing. The guys need to call. Tell me how important are lilies to you. We are celebrating Women's Month. On Friday will be the big one, the National Women's Day. And you heard what the guy said, and Vuka Talk, who is the head of UN. Let me see this. Okay, he's a commissioner. He's a commissioner for on human rights at the UN. He said women are important. Gender equality. Why are we living it? Sometimes you are running in an election and you see a woman taking part. You don't care. Even though you are in a race, but your words are not calm to them. You will say all sorts of bad things about them. Women. Yes, so this morning, that's it. I know you are a man. You're sitting this morning listening to me and saying that, look, women are important to us. Are you one of those guys who will stay on the street and get cast together a woman, insult a woman, disrespect a woman? Are you one of them? Are you one of those guys who will just condemn women or women, if you will? If you're one of those, let me say this in the morning. You need to cultivate the attitude of embracing a woman. Cultivate the attitude of taking a woman very important. Even though sometimes in politics, people will say, "Oh, that politics, yeah, man." Well, you can say that, but it will harm you in the future. Let me ask you this question: how many times have you heard that they're celebrating International Men Day today? When in the world you heard about celebration of Men Day? They got Women's Day, they got Children's Day. Where in the world have you heard something about when men right? Men, yes, anything said men right? They got women's right. They got women's right. I'm telling you. So you say women are important in the world? Somebody say, yeah, it's debatable. It might be debatable, but I'm telling you, those are things that we met on the books. And so they will be there. They got women's right. They got women's day, Where you ever seen or ever heard about men's right to say, oh, today is a National Men Day or Men Day? That should tell you the importance of a woman. So when Flavor Nagbanya sang that song, "Virtuous Woman," you think that just to sing song? And I thought someone said, well, if we come to Africa, one of the musicians that praises woman a lot more than another musician of Flavor Nagbanya. Listen to Flavor songs. They make him praise woman. They make him praise woman. And that song Flavor singing when it's about love. Catch that ball praising woman. So that's it. So let me say again to all women. All women. I'm not taking one of you from there. I'm saying all women. All. Not to take one from there. All women. Happy International Women's Day or Women Month, because the day actually is on Friday the 8th. But now we're celebrating this small, so we want to celebrate that way. So we say kudos to you. Thank you for taking care of us. For example, I'm home. I'm supposed to come to work. Sometimes I feel so tired getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Even Matthias Labendi will come and attest to that. Who will wake me up in the morning? My wife. Are you not going to work? Matthias will tell you that her wife, her woman was waking up in the morning, his children, her 2 girls. Matthias got 2 girls anyway. That guy is being surrounded by women. His wife and her 2 girls. So they will remind him, are you not going to work? Then you'll get on your stretch and say, oh, yeah, man. But the fact that The women that he has around him are waking up. It will strengthen him to say, me go to work. The fact that, can you imagine on Sunday? Saturday coming, the LEC thing, I promise. LEC coming Saturday. And the LEC can't go. So Saturday, I was not home. Saturday, Corinne came. So my woman knew that I was supposed to go to church on Sunday. She and I were supposed to go to church on Sunday. So what she did was that took our clothes and ironed our clothes. Hanged it in the living room. I said, oh. She said, yeah, we want to go to church tomorrow. And no Corinne will go in the morning. We'll not get down to press. Woman. That's a woman. Amen. So that respect women. Let's start condemning women. To all the lovely mothers and women around the world who are listening to me this morning, we love you. I love you so much. And I wish you all of the best. My beloved wife, I love you so much. My sisters, my nieces, my aunties, my mothers who are under the ground now, who by this time, if they were here, I would have called them to wish them a happy Women's Day on Friday. I love you all. No matter where you are, may your souls rest in peace. May your soul rest in peace. So let's join the VOA quickly. And after that, we'll come back. And as I said, there will be a surprise this morning.
Correspondent Olivia Chan with more.
The Cairo talks had been billed as a final hurdle to reach the war's first extended ceasefire. It would be a 40-day truce between Israel and Hamas, during which dozens of Israeli hostages would be freed, and aid would be pumped into Gaza to stave off a famine. 3 security sources from host and mediator Egypt told Reuters the warring sides still wanted a deal, but still sticking to demands that had held up an agreement so far. Israel says it is interested only in a temporary truce, during which more hostages would be freed. Hamas says it wants any deal to lead to a permanent end to hostilities.
That's Reuters correspondent Olivia Chan reporting. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken discussed with Israel War Cabinet member Benny Gantz in a meeting Tuesday the need to act urgently to enable the delivery of humanitarian aid. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller.
Secretary Blinken and Minister Gantz also discussed efforts to reach an agreement for a 6-week ceasefire that would secure the release of all hostages and help alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people.
Miller added that obstacles to a Gaza ceasefire are not insurmountable. He said in Washington's view, it's possible to reach an agreement between Israel and Hamas. A U.S. destroyer shot down drones in a missile launched by Yemen's Houthi rebels toward the Red Sea. That's according to the U.S. Military Central Command early Tuesday. That assault targeted the USS Carney, Burke-class destroyer. This is VOA News. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Tuesday welcomed the International Criminal Court's arrest warrants for 2 top Russian commanders for suspected war crimes in Ukraine. Details from VOA's Rick Pantaleo.
The International Criminal Court said Tuesday that there were reasonable grounds to believe that Sergei Kobylash and Viktor Sokolov were responsible for missile strikes by forces under their command against the Ukrainian electric infrastructure. This is Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. These are obvious crimes, Russia's war crimes and crimes against humanity. And it is precisely in this regard that the International Criminal Court made a principled move. The ICC said the attacks on Ukraine's electrical grid caused civilian harm and damage that would have been clearly excessive to any expected military advantage. Rick Pantaleo, VOA News.
U.S. President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump edged closer to the solidifying their nominations on the country's so-called Super Tuesday, though many voters would rather see a different matchup in November. More from AP correspondent Sagar Magani.
Justin Butler is not thrilled with the prospect of Biden-Trump Part 2.
Both of them are too old.
He voted for Dean Phillips in Arkansas, but if it comes down to it, Biden will get his vote in November.
I'll vote for anybody but Trump.
In Tennessee, Joseph Hudson says he thinks Trump will make a strong president again.
As long as he stays focused and does not become vengeful.
While in Alabama,
I was a Trump supporter. The guy scares me to death.
Charles Bolton voted for Nikki Haley, but if she drops out, he will back Trump again.
Biden is a loose cannon. He's actually worse than Trump as far as I'm concerned.
It is what it is.
Sagar Magani, Washington.
Britain's Princess of Wales will appear in June for a royal ceremony, her first confirmed official duty since surgery. AP correspondent Charles Ledesma.
Officials say Kate will attend a Trooping the Colour ceremony in June. This would be her first confirmed major official duty since undergoing abdominal surgery. Kate, Prince William's wife, has been out of the public eye since January, when palace officials announced she was being admitted to a private London hospital for a planned medical procedure. They did not provide more details, but said she would not return to public duties until after Easter. The Ministry of Defence says Kate, who's 42, will inspect soldiers on parade during the ceremony on June 8. Charles de Ledesma, London.
More at voanews.com. I'm Tommy McNeil, VOA News.
Like the moon and the sun, she is worth more than gold. Like the stars in the sky, she is worth more than diamond. She is worth more than silver. Special kind of woman.
Easter, the Ministry of Defence says Kate, who's
Imamaya Wawaya Ngozi Chukwu Nkeya. She's a virtuous woman. Makanezi nwanyi dioko. Oh yeah, Imamaya Wawaya. Yeah, Ngozi Chukwu Nkeya. Oh no, she's a virtuous woman. Makanezi nwanyi dioko. She is very strong, a woman of dignity. She is prayerful, a woman of substance. She is so blessed, her beauty na evidence. Okonidima, Nakunu Dianiru, Obidia, Ugabo Yibon, Wanye Manaria, Onyomamo, Simuchi Sikenolo. MSC Ogadima, Imamaya, yeah, Ngozi Chukwu Nkeya, baby mom, she's a virtuous woman. Makanezi nwanyi dioko, Imamaya, Ngozi Chukwu Nkeya. Yeah, she's a virtuous woman. Yes, you want you call. Oh yeah. So beautiful. Oh yeah, thank God I found you. Yeah, Imamaya,
Yeah, man, she's a virtuous woman. Yeah. Amen. Flavor, the bargain praise woman. He says she is very strong. She's prayerful, a woman of beauty. And you name all of the qualities. Woman. Okay, so it's a fine song there by Flavor Nagbania. Flavor Nagbania is one guy who, look, you want to find a way of praising your wife, your sister, your niece, your fiancé, you know, like Mopolu would do. Mopolu will always want to praise his, you know, fiancé. And I know him, he's one person who respects women. And so Mopolu, you want to be like Mopolu, you know, just listen to Flavor love songs. And you get the words, you know, the wordings to put together to praise, you know, your fiancé, or the women, to praise women in general. Because Flavor is one guy who does that. So normally when I come here, I will just see Mopolo listening to, watching YouTube. One of the songs you want to listen to is Flavor love songs. The boy want to have that, you know, the authority of praising women, you know, authority of respecting women. That's a good one. And maybe Mopolo will talk about women later. You know, they make us some, you know, some talk about women. Anyway, so welcome back. You know, so that's it. We are back this morning. But you know, yesterday, Liberians have been crying, yearning, asking, and begging, and protesting. You know, you name everything you want to talk about. That they wanted to see the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. And so there were protests. In fact, the past government, as a CDC-led government, one of the mantra that came on was that they were going to establish War Economic Crimes Court. So everybody expected them to have done that. But unfortunately, when they took over, everything changed. They could not, apparently, maybe because they were in a marriage with one of their ally, or one of their, if you will, their constituent members, one of the member of the coalition. So they could not, and they did not establish, or did not even put effort in establishing the War Economic Crimes Court. So, yeah, the 6 years passed. So we went to another election, and then Liberians elected Ambassador Joseph Nyeman Boakai. And people were saying that, look, that Papier will not establish that War Economic Crimes Court because he's in a strong, you know, marriage with Prince Johnson. And I mean, with no questioning, you all know that the moment someone talks about the establishment of that War Economic Crimes Court, Prince Johnson would just jump inside. Nobody know why always hurting him when it comes to the establishment of the court. But then the president took office. In as much as we got to know that the video that circulated with Dr. Adam White with the president is not a recent one, you know, as Kula Fofana said, but it was still lingering. People started thinking, is the War Economic Crimes going to be established? And so on a fateful day, the video surfaced with the president of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Nyeman Boakai, and Dr. Adam White, in a conversation about the establishment of that court. Initially, the executive mansion denied that and termed it as fake. After a few days, they came back and they confirmed it that it was a video, a true video, the conversation with the president and Alan White. But it was a long-time video anyway. Fast forward, we started, you know, hearing some news around. 2 days ago, we saw representatives of the U.S. visiting the House Speaker for that Dikofa. Just after that, the conversation they had there, you know, I read something where he talked about he agreed with the establishment of the Economic Crimes Court and stuff like no War Crimes Court. Yesterday they met, and the House of Representatives, you know, did a resolution. 40 of them, 40 members of the House of Representatives agree for the establishment of the War Crimes Court. And now that resolution will be sent, if you will be sent to the Senate for agreement or concurrent, you know. So even only if If and only if the Senate agrees with the House of Representatives, that means we are about to see the establishment of the World Economic Crimes Court in this country. And we are told that there will be an executive order passed by the President of Liberia, Excellency Josiah Nyeman Boakai. That was made known yesterday on our sister platform. No, on our station of radio, sister radio, OKFM, when Van Schaak said that the President of Liberia is expected to, issue an executive order to that effect. So we're still waiting to see. And for me, I want to say this publicly. I don't like to see people working with impunity. When you do wrong, you should face the law. And so the lawmakers yesterday were in jubilant mood. And I heard me, where's our legislative correspondent, Michael Bayo? He's supposed to be all those with those clips. The guys were jubilating. I saw a video on Facebook. We want justice. Just imagine lawmakers after signing a resolutions, they were there jubilating. We want justice. I thought Marco would have left that thing on his computer. Let me play this morning so people will listen to it. Mapolo, do you have it? Can you look for it for me? I want Liberians to listen to our lawmakers. 40 of them yesterday signed our resolutions, and after the House Speaker and the Deputy House Speaker also signed. And the House Speaker said it categorically. He said, look, we want justice for people, for Liberian people. So you could hear them jubilating in the house. We want justice. We want justice. I said, wow. Thankfully, our lawmakers are now calling for justice. After several years, when people Liberians were crying for the establishment of the whole War and Economic Crimes Court. Look, lawmakers were there, and they signed it. They're going to send it to the Senate. And I want to see the Senate too in that kind of a jubilant mood that they want justice. But guess what? Yes, you need to find it. You need to find it, Mopolu. I want to play what the lawmakers were there. We want justice. We want justice. Michael Bayo, if you're anywhere listening, got it, send them on WhatsApp. Let me play it. That's the only part of that whole thing that I enjoyed yesterday, when lawmakers were jubilating that they want justice. But guess what? I don't know why Senator Johnson is always touched when it comes to the establishment of the War Crimes Court. Why the paper is always, like when they talk about establishing the court, I don't know what kind of word to use. He got fighting and threatening to the extent that it's as if the court will be established only for him alone. Only for him alone. Yesterday I listened to when I was at sister station again, he reacted sharply and said that he will resist it. Senator Prince Johnson said that he will resist the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. In fact, he said they that took part in the war, since they got to know that Allen White had a meeting with the president for the establishment of this court, they've been meeting, discussing. So does it surmise that he'll not be alone to resist it? So we got a list of, I don't know, some of you that will call the money. You want to call names of people that took part in the war, that will be affected. It will be called for to justify what they did. So does it mean that Joshua Bly is part of the meeting? Does it mean that George Bode is part of the meeting? Does it mean that what the Kone and Sekou Kone is part of the meeting? Does it mean that what's his name? What the guy name, man? I mean, you people know their names. Me, I'm not in the country that time, so you know plenty of them know their name. You call them money, you call someone their name. Does it mean that all of them are having meeting to resist the establishment of the War Crimes Court? Because Prince Johnson said it clearly. I'll play the clip. Thankful that I'm talking for when I was sister station. They may say they will resist it. In fact, they've been meeting since they got to know that the president of Liberia, Excellency Josiah Nyeman Boakai, had a meeting with Allen White. And guess what? He went as far as saying that of late, the president doesn't answer a call. You see? What is going on? Why would Prince Johnson want to resist the establishment of this court? Okay. Why would Prince Johnson want to resist the establishment of this court? Why? Why is it that every time they talk about this court, Prince Johnson always he feels threatened, as if he's the only person that fought war in this country. You heard Roland Duo. When Roland Duo said during the campaign time, we fought war for 14 years. So Roland Duo said it clearly that he fought war. He been here with Yaka Koloba. And the representative number 10, the man said he fought war. In fact, Yaka Koloba himself signed yesterday. Yaka Koloba himself signed yesterday. So why Senator Johnson is always in a kind of a posture when we talk about establishment of war crimes court, he in a state of denial. Why? Is he the only person that fought this war? Listen, I said this morning I will not talk plenty. I'll leave you to talk. But let's listen to what Prince Johnson said on our sister radio station. Let's listen to it.
Give you a leadership of the nation at the age of 79, and you bring in people having secret meetings with them and all of that to try to impose something on Liberia.
You think they still targeting you?
Listen, but it's money everywhere. You're targeting me, but the people who are listening every day, they know that you're going to go after them too. For example, the economic crime. You will go after Mr. George Weah, right? You will go after Madam Sali, right? You go after those countries that provided the training ground, in Guinea, in Mansanta. Look, there is going to be total chaos. Even the trouble in King George, you can't solve it.
This is your government you support, eh?
Well, I support, but what they're doing is not consulting some of us. Mr. Boyka has refused to even pick up my phone because of his connection with the Allenware group, because he feels like a war criminal. I don't know why he feels that way. You are rich in natural resources, but very poor because of bad governance. We just elected a government that needs to attend to the development goal of our nation. That arrest, which is the agenda of the rescue mission. If you will leave that to come up with a peace instrument, this is the reason why all Liberians who defended this nation from dictatorship and fought in the war, they are holding consultative meetings from the day Allenware entered this country. And thank God for the electronic media.
And yeah, the message, all of them have fought the war. They are having consultative meetings since Allen White entered this country. Senator God don't know Allen White in the country. Why Senator Johnson always threatened by this establishment of this court? Why? If you knew that, I mean, that's a simple thing. If you know you came to defend the people, when a court is established, go there and defend yourself. You talked about the Economic Crimes Court, about George Weah and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf will be their names. Why Sirleaf can talk? Why George Weah can talk? The point is that why is that George Boyna talking? Only Prince Johnson, when I talk about one Economic Crimes Court, that thing can go in a paper harder to say the case money for him. Are you hiring something, Senator Johnson? I mean, I don't understand. That had court to be established. If you know you came to maybe liberate the people, as you said, go there and tell the people I went to liberate our people and tell them how you did it. But it's like it's almost like if you get children in a house, and the other child is there for stealing. And so anything law, they say, oh, they think laws, and then they charge your car, and you just say that me now. You just say that me. You know, that the animals went for meeting. Once upon a time, my boy told me the story. The animal went for meeting. When they went for the meeting, the head of the animal was sitting at the head of the table, and he asked that, okay, let all the ugly animal go draw water. Bamboo away, bamboo say, let me see somebody give me bogey. So they didn't talk to you. They didn't talk to you. They said all the ugly animals you go draw to go fetch water. And you the bamboo now you way behind say, I bet anybody to give me bogey, I will see. I mean, I don't understand where Senator Johnson comes from with the whole idea of maybe going against the establishment of one Economic Crimes Court. I have to say he's the only person that killed in this country. So you say you came to liberate the people. So you came to liberate the people, then just keep quiet. Let us establish it. You go there and celebrate yourself. Simple as ABC. But anyway, the House yesterday passed a resolution. They signed it, 40 members, including the Speaker and his deputy, signed it. And later on, they were jubilating. We want justice. We want justice. That clip, I will look for it. I will play it. I'll take it to be our teasers here. And one of our teasers, I will always play it. But what do you make of that resolution yesterday by the House of Representatives? Do you think the Senate will concur? Because Prince Johnson said you will resist it. In fact, Prince Johnson, I don't know why they got an influence in the Senate. Maybe you can talk to 1 or 2 persons because the Senate are 30 persons. So if Prince Johnson can get convinced about 16 persons, because they are 30, so 15. If you can convince 16 persons to say no to it, then it's good for him. But from where I see, from my lenses, the lenses that I'm wearing this morning, and where I'm seeing, look, it will be very difficult for Senator Johnson to convince even 6 members of the Senate not to agree. Remember yesterday, all the lawmakers from they call it from Nima County refused to sign. Yes, all the lawmakers except for I think Ta Wongwei, Ta Wongwei, refused to sign. Even Musa Bete did not sign. I don't know why they didn't sign. Maybe because they thought that Kingsmen they associated with, But I don't know. So Senator Johnson will take you a lot of time to talk to 16 lawmakers. 16 lawmakers to say no to say no to that resolution that will be sent to the Senate. And I don't think you can make it. I don't think you can make it. Unless maybe for those from Nima. And from Nima, we got two senators there. You and I don't know who the other senator. 2 senators, right? Yeah, I don't know the other senators. But the point is that I don't understand why you always jitter when you hear about this establishment of one economic crimes court. I would have loved to talk to Adama Dempster this morning. I don't know. I don't have his number. I don't know why Matthias is somewhere. Maybe he's busy now. Matthias, if you're listening, you could just send me the lead campaigner for establishment of one economic crimes court, Adama Dempster. So maybe I can get talk to him for the program can end. To get his side of it. What do you make of that? Let's hear you. Now the lines are open. 0777 107 0777 221 223 are the numbers you can call to participate. What do you make of the resolution yesterday by the House of Representatives and the crowd? Prince Johnson. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my dear friend and brother. What's your name?
Michael Gotomo is my name.
Michael Gotomo, let's hear you.
Yeah, thanks so kindly for affording me your illustrious platform. And let me appreciate this IFM management for always speaking on critical happenings. Seeing out there, our country, Liberia, can fastly develop. So when it comes to the war and economic ground codes, like any of us, we are supporting that code, but the way some of our brothers are running with their story.
How are they running with it?
I suppose the rescue administration fully. But some of our brothers want to see the unity like, oh, we can support you, then now you're bringing code. No, it's not about Prince Johnson.
My man, let's go to the resolution yesterday. Do you see this out of this? I see this. I don't know CDC lawmakers passed that resolution yesterday. They got UP lawmakers there too. So let's go to it quickly. That time we dealing with it.
On a radio, on a blog platform.
Thank you. Line 2, good morning.
Good morning, Julius.
Good morning, Zab Bembo. Regular caller. Let's hear you, brother.
Thank you, Julius, for the recognition. I joined you from my residence in Upper Cornwall this morning.
Let's hear you.
Julius, let me commend you. Look, we will not be deterred by any threat from those guys who have committed atrocity in this country. We believe that the only way the people of Liberia will be satisfied is for those who committed atrocity to facing justice. So the decision yesterday by the House of Representatives is welcoming, and I know the Senate will overwhelmingly concur with the House of Representatives.
So Zambibo, are we going to see another war coming in this country? Got Prince Johnson saying this clip there will be chaos.
Look,
the clip I just played said there will be chaos.
Prince Johnson is living on past glory. Prince Johnson, who cannot even defeat few men who want to disrupt his service, what can he do to this country? He can't do anything. The man is living on past glory. Every atrocity that he committed in this country, he will answer to it. So the establishment of War and Economic Crime Code, if it can help Prince Johnson, it will help in the working, but we will not be satisfied if that code is not established. And thank God,
thank you.
This government is proceeding regularly and they will establish that code. Judas, quickly before I leave the land,
quickly.
The currency that is about to be taken from the market at the end of March is being rejected for now. So I don't know what the central bank is.
Oh yeah, that's a good one you brought out. Someone rejected you on here too. Yes. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Line one, good morning. River Edge, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Line one, let's hear you.
Morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing, sir?
I'm better.
You know, my name is Kaifa Tore, by the way. I call you from district number 3, Masoro County.
Kata, let's hear you.
So let's assume we file a meeting with what we just is purporting to take when that law is being code is being established here, that the political instabilities of that particular issue. But that is not the issue. You know, but our statistics, if I just recall the last census that will be conducted, we have a 4.5 human being population within the country. Just a one.
Not a 5 million. Not a 5 million.
Okay. All right, thank you so far. So for this particular person in question, who is threatening our democracy, when it was, we want to have the rule of law, and he vigorously campaigned for the women, the message of the women surrounding the whole thing, the rule of law. So I don't know where he's coming from. Whenever they talk about this war and economic crime code, he always take it personal. I don't really know.
I don't know why.
Actually,
I don't know why you won't get in the country.
For this, we're not going to, relent all this. We just have to consider that if the undeserved salary he's receiving from the Liberian people,
okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's talk about Italia. Thank you. River Edge, good morning. River, are you there? No, I'm not getting you, River Edge. I'm not getting you. Just hold on there. Good morning.
Are you hearing me?
Okay, let's hear you. Let's hear you quickly.
Congratulations for your wedding.
Thank you, senior man. Just make sure you bring my gift. Let's hear you. Thank you. That be my gift. All
right. No, Mr. Johnson has been saying a lot of paradoxical things in the past. And then some of them are not in the mainstream of media. Prince Johnson said the gun and liberation not rule. That means those who brought war will not take political power. And that's a paradox there. Prince Johnson said before peace will come in the country, he got to die, Eddie got to die, and Charles got to die.
Can you imagine?
And what he said. So your mama asked him, he said, those things during the war. That before peace will come in the country, Prince Johnson got to die, Eddie got to die, Charles got to die before peace, real peace will come to the country. And Mr. Johnson fear, I see Mr. Johnson is a coward. If he says he's a freedom fighter, he wants to avenge the killing of the Bayans who were thrown in the war. Can you go to the court and say, look, I was sitting down somewhere.
Simple. I can never remember people.
And somebody went to my village and started killing my people. And somebody started killing my people. That's how I got so annoyed to take part in the war. You can't say that one to the court. The job only around here. You don't do it around here. Around here. All the people that are around here. Why is he afraid? Everybody knew. Oh, walk around coca, and then you will be drawing the air. Why are you calling people with a big chaos here? President does not have the capacity to bring war in the country. Nobody has the capacity to bring war in the country here.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I will not be intimidated.
Thank you. Line one, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
I'm Woodman Moton calling from Central Virginia.
Good morning, let's hear you better. Yesterday, the lawmakers passed a resolution, the Senate resolution will be going to the Senate. Do you think the Senate will concur with them?
The Senate will not concur with them because I myself, who's speaking to you this morning, they have been my prayer every day, every night that I've been asking for a war crime court to be established in this country. These guys have brought chaos.
But why you say the Senate will not concur with them?
Because anything that God put a proof of, no man can change it. Go by a proof of the welcome code. No man go to overturn a man, brother.
So that means So that means the senators will agree with the representatives.
They will agree with them.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that's my faith.
But Prince Johnson, you're resisted, though.
My brother, let me say something this morning. Senator Johnson is crying more than they believe. And it is late. It is late for him. I don't care what he do, it is late. He can say any other thing. Prince Johnson is already old, he don't have that power like before. Even though he's a man of God,
the man say, President Joseph Boakai can answer your call this time. Is that a sign of betrayal to him or what?
You know, he will try all of means or to spoil this old man's name or whatever, but I don't want to believe that. If it is so, I don't know. He's just trying to. I said, the man is crying money to be rich, my brother. Tell you something. This world crime code must be established. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. The man said we'll get it. Why you always referring to President Boakai, this 79-year-old man? Why you always saying nothing? Good morning, line 2. Yeah, hold on there. Yeah, hold it there. I'm not getting a line there. Let me try to see what I can reconnect you. Yeah, hold it there, my brother. Hold it. Okay, let's try it. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Julio.
Okay, let's hear you now.
Yeah, thank you. This is Lawson Pine.
Okay, Mr. Pine, let's hear you.
And I call from District 8 in Montserrat.
Did you hear the lawmaker yesterday? We want justice. Did you hear them?
40
lawmakers. Yeah, 40 lawmakers.
A resolution.
They were there jubilating. We want justice.
I have 2 questions for you to ask.
To ask who?
Question number one is: there's a war economic crime code will we finish Liberia?
A good question. Never again. Sorry, it's rhetorical.
One. Number 2, is it the Prince Johnson won't kill the 250,000 people that died during that time?
And I should be asking you because you're here doing the war. I'm not here. You are here doing the war.
Now, it is impossible for one man to kill the 250,000 people that died. Now, the listing of the war crime code, I think there are other individuals that are already being captured. The Nia are being captured. Then the Boko Nikki, then the Joy Bully, the Prince Johnson,
Tomo Yaya Nimle.
The Tomo Yaya Nimle, and the list go on and on.
And they plenty.
Today, none of them have been heard in the public. Why only Prince? Now, somebody said, when the resolution go up to the Senate, Prince will not get 6 votes. I think you get 30. Now, they just assume that Tomo Yaya will not sign. They assume that Prince Joseph will not sign. And remember, Julio, that
but yesterday, representative from Nima County already signed.
That's just a creepy sign. Again, what I'm saying? This particular code is not just one code. It's war and economic crime.
Yeah.
Very good. Mange will not sign it. Mange will not sign.
Who told you Mange was advocating for that thing, my man?
I'm saying to you, I want it's concerned war and economic crime.
Let's subtract Mange, Prince Johnson, and Tomo Yaya Nimle from there. There are 3. And there are 30 senators.
Yeah, go ahead with our GA. You will not sound too.
What about you, not sound?
About economic crime?
Yeah.
We know about you were accused recently by American embassy detention here as well.
Okay, a 4-person gone. We are assuming a 4-person gone.
Yeah, Nikwe. Mother Nikwe to also work after recently.
Now 5.
You and I know. And now those guys have followers in attendance. They have followers.
Are they that influential? I mean, man.
Influential? Are you trying to temper with Mange influential ability? Then why is it
so why are you insinuating that the Senate will not concur?
No, I am saying to you, the Senate, as long as they concern economic crime, those guys will not sign. Let Prince Johnson stop crying. Stop crying. Yeah, that code will not establish yet. 9 the next 40 year time.
Okay, thank you. I like your analysis anyway. I love your
quickly. To conclude quickly, in 30 seconds, on the other hand, I want to say to Prince Johnson that the Boakai rescue team now is down to the people of Nima County or even the Prince Johnson. Mind you, when Prince Johnson supported Ellen, Ellen did not give vice president to Nima. We did not give vice president to Nima. But the real pay of Nimalian is to give vice president to them. And Boakai did.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Let's take on the line. Let's take on the course. Good morning, line 1. I like your analysis anyway. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My brother, let me say thank you this morning for your talking point. My name is Arvin Dada and I call from the UN Drive.
Arvin, let's hear you.
So let me appreciate the money for the talking point. Also, let me appreciate the Almighty God for pumping breath into our voice to be heard.
Amen.
And my brother, you know, the walk around code is very necessary for country. But then my question, it is timely for our country. Because
that's the question I'm asking you this morning. Is it timely? Is it belated or is it timely?
That's what my pastor is elaborating on. Because while I will be a criminal and I get more than 10 men who's sitting there in the family, then you walk out and arrest me as a criminal, then you inform me, say, I come in the car and arrest you. You think these men are supporting, they will stand by and allow you to come.
No. They come here and arrest them. They come in, they had to go to the court to justify why they did what they did. They come here and arrest them.
Shooting killed, for example, what Prince Joseph killed a former president, he be found guilty by
but if you are found guilty, that's a law. Let it be implemented.
But you think I'm going to be waiting to go, people to walk around court to go establish and say that, yes,
when the time comes, we'll see.
Then, my brother, one thing I think was the best thing to do is that if America want to help Liberia to not bring panic and more up, they're supposed to lift the censure on all these guys there so they can be free to travel and they'll be arresting them for that. That's the simple way to
So in short, you don't support the establishment of work and ground school. You don't support it.
I support it.
Oh, you support it? But you are contradicting yourself, my brother.
I'm looking at the north. I'll be confident. That's what I'm thinking.
Because there'll be a chaos, so he's scared.
Yeah, we don't know the man.
America say Uncle Sam said they'll support it highly, so everything about security will be.
You already informed the criminal and say, "Oh my way, come here." So the criminal is preparing.
Gotta get prepared. Thank you. All right, 0777-107-0777-221-223. If you are watching out of Liberia, maybe out of the country, you want to participate. The WhatsApp number is already on the screen. You can see it. +231 777 221 The WhatsApp number is +231 777 221 Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm better, my dear friend. I'm better. What's your name and what do you join us from?
Okay, I'm P. Jimmy Cooper, calling from Baltimore, Maryland, in the U.S.
Okay, let's hear you.
Thank you, brother, for the topic this morning. Really, what I want you guys to also do, you guys calling the criminals, the war criminals. You're calling their names, every time you call this other name, this other name. But what you guys can also call the economic, those guys that stole the Liberian people money.
But one guy, but Prince got two. Prince say, George Weah, Salif, and then one he call, how they call his name, Matana McGill, he call
Yeah, you say war crime. The economic crime people.
It's attached. So now one side of for all sides.
They make, short time they build, duplexes, they stole a lot of money and all these things. We have to know them. So please, we hear too from America and all over the world. We listen there in Liberia, all radio stations, So please, brother, I really enjoyed your show this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for calling. You called that right. Wow, that's good. Thank you very much. I appreciate you this morning from Baltimore. So let's hear you. We got 18 minutes to wrap it up. Yes, the lawmakers, they signed a resolution, 40 of them. Oh man, I wish I had that clip. We want justice. We want justice. So somebody asking, why are we focusing only on the crimes court? Why are we focusing on the war crimes court? We live in the economic south. Because kind of the economic south, I play people who will be for prayer. Because no, people who are sanctioned already for economic sabotage in this country. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my dear friend and brother.
Abula Moses calling from District 13, Tomo Village.
Let's hear you.
You see, one thing, the American people that behind us, on our 4-4 Father Day, they don't actually want to help us in a place there. You see, look, we went through the war. We elected Charles Taylor. The king, they took Charles Taylor away. We elected Eli Johnson Sirleaf. They came in the country. You know, if Liberia want to have the minds of peace in this country, the American Liberian, they will phone a clip and join with the clip of America like Allen White there. What they're looking for their own living, apart from the American people going around the world, censoring people, censoring country, president there. You see that what all the things they're doing, the State Department in America, I see to myself.
Where are you learning now? Where are you learning?
And I try to say that the American people, if they don't want to do anything for us, let it just forget about Liberia. Seriously, you can't take Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson talking about, all my state men, they together, they. You see how things going? Anybody and then the representative and senator now, son. We know what anybody and I can do. So Joseph Burger, when I even put people together to put the countries in your care, like men like David Follier, they will stay in America and accuse people like Jefferson Koji. Jefferson Koji went in.
So what are you saying? Are you against the establishment of economic crime school or what?
Well, I'm not against it. We all suffer the war here. And I'm not against it. But the American people were always coming in for us to tell us our wrongdoing. They were our own brother there, parking there, because what? They not like anybody. They not like the person. They not like that person. That Jovia case. Jovia case now. Jovia said it now. They talking about war and economic crime code. How they will call it, man? How they will call the person here? They really want for Liberian government to run in this country.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not getting to the same boy. I can't get what you're talking. Line 2, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Lieutenant Kimia.
Not bad.
Are you prepared to go and justify in the court?
Well, for me, if there's a testimony I needed, what I know about this thing here, we're going to testimony. Let my mother die. This guy brought a war and he said that there were freedom questions. My mother doesn't have a grave. And my father do die in his means circumstance in Lopa. We have to go and exhume him and rebury him. So we all suffer away. But the war economic crime code is deleted. Right now, for me, I want to be commissioned today. You are asking where the money will be coming from. The international partner will sponsor this thing.
No. America said they're going to sponsor it. They're going to support it. So they get it down. America will support it.
So okay, but for me, I want to be commissioned. Some pay $10,000 to allow the marshal. Some anywhere empty the local fund. So we need testimony of these people. They are already around here. They say they got money in their pocket and they make book us on session. Look, this country is not rich because scholar population. This is how we live. And we need it so that it can be a history after Johnson is there. So that unborn children in 2 years will know what happened this time. It needed. I mean, South Africa, South Leone, everyone that did it. It's time now to commission it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Let's see. I use 0777 107 0777 221 223. The WhatsApp number for international callers is +231 777 221 223. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, my dear brother?
Good morning.
Yeah, Lieutenant Ray calling from Ray AC. Yeah, I want to say thank you for your topic on discussions. My brother, you see the war and economic code that we are all Liberian yearning for. We are all excited for the war and economic code. And moreover, for me, I see the most dangerous one into that code is the one that has to do with the economic crime.
I tell you all.
You know, people not looking, people are just looking at Prince Johnson.
Nobody looking at him. The message can be to the picture. That the moment the people talk about war crime code, the man reacted yesterday sharply. The man himself can bring himself to the limelight. Nobody.
I agree, but when you look at most of the callers, they are not looking at the economic aspect. The economic aspect that has to do, maybe I would say to do that, even you and I according on the radio station, because those are the are not participated in the war. Some of them know nothing about the war. They extended to government. They exploited the country. They exploited us. So, Prince Joseph can just show himself because he has fed. But Prince Joseph is supposed to even be happy because people continue to point out and the economic aspect of that case is what will put even people that we don't expect it.
Okay.
So my only problem I have to say is this: are we Liberians ready? Because when the economic aspect try to hurt some people that be closely related to us that did not participate in the war, are we going to?
I love that.
Question to us, Liberians: are we ready?
Okay. Thank you.
Jumping around from both opposition.
Thank you, my man. Thank you. I get Liberians already. Thank you. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to talk to Mr. Adam Dempster. He's the lead campaigner for the establishment of the World Economic Crimes Court. Let me try to see if I can get him. I did not inform you. I did not get him prior notice, but I know you want to talk. I know you want to speak on this. Let me try to get him there. You hold the calls there. You can call, but let me talk to Adam Dempster. Even only if he can pick my call. Mr. Dempster, good morning, and sorry for taking you away.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry for just calling you prior notice. This is Sky FM. I'm Julius Boki.
Julius, how you doing, man? Good to be with you this morning.
I'm blessed, people. People yesterday, the host representative did something you are the lead campaigner for the establishment of the World Economic Crimes Court in Liberia. And yesterday, the representatives, 40 of them, signed a resolution agreeing for the establishment of that court. How do you feel this morning?
So over the years, the conversation, the debate, the campaign and advocacy for the establishment of World Economic Crimes Court, have been ongoing tirelessly with our efforts, victims and survivors community, and of course having the media community, the press, been lifting our work continuously to the public and globally. Yeah. So when that yesterday, it began a historic happenings. We thought that would have happened under a regime that advocated along with us. But unfortunately, it did not happen until in less than 2 months, one of these new government things are changing rapidly.
Okay.
So we described the decision, the endorsement, the passage of the adoption of the resolution as being historic by the National Legislature at the House of Representatives. And we commend them. It has to be people with intentions that want to see our country move forward, and then where the culture of impunity can no longer suppress the country. So I think it is laudable on the part of the 55th legislature on the decisions taken.
Now they did a resolution. They agreed, 40 of them, in as much as all lawmakers refused to sign. But if 40% signed, that means that majority. But I look at this, the aspect where we go to the Senate. The aspect of what we talk about the Economic Crimes Code. There are senators in the Senate today have been sanctioned by the U.S. government. And before this can be passed and agreed upon, the Senate to concur. Do you think senators in up Capitol Hill will concur with the representatives?
So this is about national interest. It's about national interest. It's just above any individual. Like when you talk about war crimes court, you hear Senator Johnston all over on the radio. It's outrageous. It's like why this should be happening. And even up to this morning, yesterday, in meeting with former generals, and this cannot help Liberia. This will not help Liberia. I just returned from Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone commemorated at the Legacy Conference after 22 years of the Special Court of Sierra Leone, where former President Taylor is now serving, completing 50-year jail term.
Yeah.
So they were interested to know that the Sierra Leone people were very resolved that after conflict, they had to deal with the conflict issues. Had they not mustered the courage and taken a firm position to address the legacy of conflict, they would have been in a cycle and remain in a cycle, and that country would not have been moving forward to see itself where it is today. So the issue of addressing legacy of country, conflict that took place and took away over 250,000 lives is a matter of national concern. And this is something that we cannot ignore. We will advocate until this happens. And it is happening at a time that we have to encourage the Liberian Senate. Majority in that place can take a decision against the few that may be seeing themselves to be hooked, and the action will help Liberia not for today but for the future. So we are calling. We're going to be coming with a statement today.
Okay.
The Coalition for the Establishment of Economists and War Economists Crime School coming with a statement today, highlighted because we ourselves had a meeting with the U.S. Ambassador for Criminal Justice at the U.S. Embassy yesterday.
Okay.
The conclusion of that meeting, the takeaway from that meeting is going to be boiled down in our press statement, and added to it is to appreciate the House of Representatives for the adoption of the resolution and to call on the Liberian Senate to concur.
So let me ask this question.
The whole issue of culture of impunity will be brought to an end.
Let me ask this question. Yesterday, Van Schaak, who is the ambassador of large for the World Crimes Court, or OKFM, and said that the president is expected to issue executive order.
Executive order.
And yeah. I got confused because I want to know whether or not, if the Senate doesn't concur, the executive order doesn't have power to stay implemented.
So the executive order is almost an enforcement, but that will also help. It will help. That executive order comes up with an attached letter that goes to the United Nations Secretary General.
Okay.
And on the basis of that, they will engage the legislature. From experience and lesson learned from Sierra Leone, similar thing happened.
Okay.
The president, Ahmad Tijan Kaba, at the time, wrote a letter to the United Nations Secretary General. That was, I think, Kofi Annan or Ben Ki-moon, one of them. And then immediately, the Secretary General of the United Nations forwarded the letter to the Security Council of the UN. And then the Security Council of the UN, after that deliberation, they came up with a resolution that a court, a war crimes court, tribunal be established to bring alleged perpetrators, those who bear the greater responsibility in Sierra Leone, to book. So that eventually became a document that came from the UN, and the Sierra Leone Parliament had no objection to it. They overwhelmingly passed it, and that's how the Special Court of Sierra Leone came into being. So two ways. The Parliament, at the level of the legislature, progress is being made at the lower house.
Okay.
So similar progress should also be made at the upper house. Then that will concur with the president's executive order that will just make it smooth, and we will move towards.
So let's assume I'm meeting. We are assuming now. I'm not saying that's the case, that probably the Senate doesn't concur. Will the executive order still be released?
Yeah, but the executive order cannot be stopped. I know emphatically that the president was not intention about addressing the issue of war crimes. He would not have put in his inaugural message.
Okay.
And then he has actually put the entire country on record that we cannot continue to do business as usual. And if we cannot continue to do business as usual, he will not come in the public glad, with a policy statement that is being. That statement was a statement that brought the U.S. ambassador to Liberia, just to inform you. The fact that Ambassador Boakai placed in his inaugural message that he was going to establish an office to establish a war crimes court, that is the statement that brought the ambassador. She was emphatic when we met in Sierra Leone. She said, Adama, we were not coming to Liberia, we were only going to Gambia and then other countries to help them with their process. But the fact that Ambassador Boakai, President of the Republic, have issued a policy statement about the court, we are coming to Monrovia. It is on the basis of that she came to Monrovia. Okay. I can say that clearly.
Okay.
So is
that Lina Thomas Greenfield?
No, I'm talking about Van Schaak.
Van Schaak. Okay.
Van Schaak. I can give you the picture. Shema said in Sierra Leone.
I'm not disputing. I just wanted to know the ambassador.
Yeah, so it's Ambassador Van Schaak. So Ambassador Van Schaak is the U.S. government representative on global criminal justice. So she's helping. They are concluding the process with Gambia. Doing Yahya Jammeh dictatorial, leadership. There were crimes committed. There were a lot of things that happened there. And the Gambian government had a Truth and Reconciliation Commission process. The recommendation allowed that they would set up a court that would prosecute those who committed crime during the dictatorship government of Yahya Jammeh. And they're going to extradite. There'll be an extradition treaty that will bring Yahya Jammeh back to be prosecuted at the identical court. Okay. So the U.S. government is finalizing every structure, and they are at the finish point right now. So with Liberia being next in line, That is why the ambassador is in country.
Okay, so finally, out of time, and I know we keep talking this while the discussion is on, but finally, let's assume that the Senate concurs. How soon do we expect to have that court in Liberia?
So you see, this is a process that is already, up to speed.
Okay.
And the urgency that is attached to it, you wouldn't want to continue to delay. We saw that the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court delay have led to some of the alleged perpetrators that have died. You know what I'm saying? Alleged, I put it that way. May peace be to the artists. I know Professor Alaji Kuma is no more. He's also listed in the TRC report. There are other people as well, victims as well. There are also people who have lost their lives. So the urgency of having the court is at hand. The fact that you have the War Crime Ambassador who is going to go by and brief Congress and brief the White House, it tells you that we are at that point where the courts can be established in a year time. So the fact of the matter is that to do the due diligence, get all the political will sorted out on the ground, and internationally, I can tell you, the climate in this republic will change because there will be visitations of people who will be coming to help us. And just before I leave you, the importance of the court to be built on the soil, the court to be established in Liberia.
It will be established here or in Winneba? Which one is it?
It will be established here. We had a meeting with the ambassador yesterday.
Okay.
Our civil society grouping is in our press statement that is coming up today that the court will be established on the soil because it will allow Liberians to witness justice for themselves. It will allow young Liberian lawyers to be trained to international jurisprudence and how to carry on legal issues that has to do with war crime related trial. Journalists and media professionals can also be trained, and some of them will cover war crimes and international crime publicity at international level. Is happening in free time. Most of the media guys with me long time.
Thank you.
They are overseas, they're working, they got empowered, they got trained. Their content change. So it's an opportunity for employment. It will also help the justice delivery system. Our rule of law will be strengthened, and the issue of transparency, credibility, and fair trial will take place in Liberia. And the venue itself, infrastructure-wise, it will also help us.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adama Katama Dempster. Thanks for taking my call this morning. We will keep talking this. We'll keep getting to you. Thank you very much.
Yes, please.
All right, so that's the voice of yes, he's a lead campaigner for the establishment of Work Economic Crimes Code, Mr. Adama Katama Dempster. Yeah, so folks, let me say thanks to all of you. But before I go, out of time, let me get a few comments from the Facebook page here this morning. Had a wonderful time with you guys. Of course, I read that Chukubo post. Muya Shari said, good morning. I'm following from district number 19, Cinco this morning. Jimmy Kofa said, good morning, sir. I'm listening from Rochester, USA. Okay. Papi Keita says he's watching. Getting at random anyway, so because out of time. Let me go to Julie Fidel Gratia. Say good morning, 50-50. This is not 50-50. This is Sky Money Live. I'm watching from VP Road. The War Economic Crimes Code, Crimes Code will carry plenty of people. Okay, I appreciate that a lawmaker yesterday who signed. Okay, thank you very much. Let me go to public radio small. Come to the public radio. Mayor Bato said, I don't know what he's saying there. Okay, I'll leave it there, kind of time. So thanks to all of you for following us this morning. Tomorrow morning, Matthias Labendi and I are going to be here again. We have a fascinating edition of the program, Sky Money Live. And of course, my name is Julius Boki. I'm your co-host. Of course, the host this morning, Matthias, not here. He's on an assignment. And of course, he's on an assignment, but he contributed towards this program as well. So Matthias will say thank you very much for sending information to us as well. Have yourselves a wonderful time. Of course, we say bye-bye for our end.
Like the moon and the sun, she is worth more than gold. Like the stars in the sky, she is worth more than diamond. She is worth more than silver. Special kind of woman. Oh yeah. Imamaya. Waya. Ngozi Chukwu Nkeya. She's a virtuous woman. Makanesi